For many years, Captain Wild Bill Wichrowski fought against the most dangerous storms the Bering Sea could throw at him. He was really good at handling the waves, a famous guy who led his boat and crew through ice, wind, and wild weather. But there was one storm he didn't see coming, the one growing inside his own body. For a man who survived every scary thing the ocean made, his biggest fight would be against something he couldn't see, something that would make him decide to change his life and leave Deadliest Catch forever. The story doesn't start on the icy decks of the FV Summer Bay. It starts somewhere much quieter and way more frightening. At the end of season 19 of Deadliest Catch, the show did something it almost never does. It left the dangerous waters of Alaska and followed Captain Bill into the clean, quiet hallways of a cancer treatment center. The quiet sound of hospital. Machines replaced the normal sounds of crashing waves and yelling deck workers. For fans used to seeing Bill totally in control, this new place was shocking. He was no longer the captain of a powerful boat. He was a man waiting for news that could end everything. The camera filmed as Bill, a man known for his loud voice and tough attitude, sat quietly, waiting for the results of his medical tests. The tension was thicker than any fog on the Bering Sea. Then the doctor told him the news with words that hit harder than any giant wave. The doctor looked at him and said clearly, "You do have prostate cancer, and it needs to be treated right away." It wasn't just cancer, the doctor explained. It was a fast-growing type of the disease. The fight had to start right now.
There was
no time to wait. For a man whose life was ruled by seasons and fishing schedules, his calendar was now controlled by doctors and treatments. For Captain Wild Bill, his first feeling was not fear, but fighting back. As soon as he heard he had cancer, one of the first things he thought was, "I'm not going to stop fishing. I'm going to keep going until I actually can't." He refused to let the disease control him or end his job. The Wild Bill personality, built over many years of hard times and danger, was not going to be stopped by this. He decided he would fight this battle his way, on his terms. And that meant going back to the one place he felt most alive. The deck of his boat in the middle of the Bering Sea. Going back to the Bering Sea while starting serious cancer treatment is a choice most people wouldn't make. Bill admitted that when you tell doctors you want to go fishing while getting treatment, they look at you like you've lost your mind. But Bill was determined. He knew the road ahead would be super difficult. He told people openly that the next few months are not going to be pleasant. He was going into the most dangerous job on Earth, while his body was at its weakest. The treatment itself was a non-stop invisible battle. Bill shared the details with his fans on social media, explaining he was getting a mix of radioactive seeds and hormone treatment. The radioactive seeds were placed inside his body to fight the cancer directly. The hormone therapy was designed to stop the cancer from spreading, but it came at a huge cost. Bill explained that the treatment was designed to make his testosterone levels drop to almost zero. For a crab captain whose life depends on strength and energy, it was awful. He felt the effects almost right away. He wrote that he had no energy from the hormones. This powerful, larger-than-life person was being drained from the inside out. But through all the pain and tiredness, a new mission began to form in Bill's mind. He realized that his struggle could have a purpose beyond himself. He decided to let the Deadliest Catch cameras follow his entire journey from the doctor's office to the deck of the Summer Bay, he said. "I'll be honest. It's kind of weird to put the diagnosis out there to the public. I'm willing to put it out there to let people see the journey in hopes of convincing some people to get tested." This tough, private man chose to be open in front of millions of people. He turned his personal battle into a public health message, hoping to save other men from the same thing. To understand why Bill fought so hard to stay on the water, you have to understand the man who lived it. Bill Wichrowski's journey to the captain's chair was long and hard. He grew up in Irwin, Pennsylvania, a town east of Pittsburgh. After graduating from Norwin High School in 1975, he joined the Navy. His time in the military gave him a love for trellis. His time in the military gave him a love shore texture. That core stay that glides on smoothly, life slack callid, and leaves a rich, long-lasting color. After graduating from Norwin High School and the sea, and when he got out, the promise of big money in Alaska's king crab industry brought him to the Bering Sea. For 20 years, he worked his way up the ladder, starting as a new worker and eventually earning the rank of captain through pure hard work and determination. His nickname, Wild Bill, wasn't just a catchy name for television. He earned it starting way back in high school. Looking back, he joked that it probably should have been Stupid Bill back then. He told stories of doing crazy stunts like climbing between two moving cars on a highway and diving through ice to swim the length of a pool underwater. But as he got older, the name took on a more serious, scary meaning in the lawless world of the Bering Sea. Before he became a reality TV star, Bill had already lived a full life at sea. By 2005, after many years in the brutal Alaskan waters, he decided to semi-retire. He moved to the warmer climates of Costa Rica and Mexico to run sport fishing tours. But when the economy took a downturn, he found himself wondering what was next. In 2010, during the show's 6th season, he broke into the tight-knit circle of Deadliest Catch captains and brought his intense, serious style to millions of viewers. Behind the tough outside was a man with a personal life full of its own challenges. Bill is married to his wife, Karen Gillis, who he credited with being his rock during his cancer battle. He also has 3 children, 2 sons named Zach and Jake, and a daughter named Delia. His relationship with his son Zach Larson was often a source of drama on the show. Bill was an absent father for much of Zach's childhood, spending most of his time at sea. When Bill brought Zach onto his boat as a new worker, he hoped to build a relationship, but the two often argued. Throughout season 20, viewers watched as Bill fought a war on 2 fronts. He battled the harsh weather of the Bering Sea while his body battled the effects of his cancer treatment. He pushed himself to the limit, determined to finish the season and prove that he could beat this. But his body was sending warning signs. Then came the moment that changed everything. While out at sea, miles from any hospital, Bill received a call from his doctor. The news was blunt and terrifying. He had a necessary operation scheduled in just a few days. And the doctor told him that if he didn't attend his next appointment, it could be a potential death sentence. The decision was painful, but it was clear. In a career spanning over 4 decades, Bill had never quit. He told his crew, "I've never missed the ending of a season in 40-some years. I've never walked away in the middle. Never had to go." The scene where he announced his leaving was one of the most emotional moments in the show's history. He turned to his trusted deck boss, Landon Chaney, and handed over the control of the FV Summer Bay. He told Landon frankly, "I couldn't think of a better guy to leave the boat with." He was walking away from the life he had known for 40 years, not in defeat, but to fight a different kind of battle. After leaving the Summer Bay and focusing on his health, the news everyone was waiting for finally came. Bill took to Facebook to give his followers an update. He wrote, "Happy to say, numbers are great." And then the words everyone wanted to hear, "I seem to be cancer-free now." The relief among his fans was huge. Wild Bill had faced his deadliest catch yet and had come out on top. With his health getting better, the question on every fan's mind was, when will Bill return to Deadliest Catch? The answer came as a shock. Ahead of the show's 21st season, a representative for the Discovery Channel made an official announcement. Captain Wild Bill Wichrowski will not be appearing in the new season. After more than a decade on the show, his time was over. While no official reason was given, It was clear that Bill was choosing to put his health and his future first. Captain Wild Bill Wichrowski's story is one of incredible strength, both on the water and off. He was a fearless captain who commanded the respect of his crew and the attention of millions of viewers. But his final chapter on Deadliest Catch showed a different kind of strength. It showed the courage to be open, the wisdom to ask for help, and the bravery to choose life over a job. He may have said goodbye to the show, but his legacy as a fighter, a leader, and an inspiration will live on. His final voyage wasn't about catching crab, it was about catching a second chance at life. And that was his greatest victory of all.